मनोबुद्ध्यहम्
चित्ता
विनाहम् न च श्रोत्रजे
न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातु न वा पञ्चकोश न वाक्पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे द्वेषरागो न मे लोभमोहो मदोर्नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञः अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बन्धो न मित्रं गुरो नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां न च सङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्न मेया चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्
सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
Hari Om sir.
Hari Om, Hari Om. We will chant from verse 31 to 35. Let me just share the screen with you.
निमित्तानि च पश्यामि विपरीतानि केशव न च श्रेयोनुपश्यामि हत्वा स्वजनमाहवे।
One second. Where is that? Chapter 2, we went to chapter 2.
And it was verse 60.
16. Nimittan, correct. Verse 32.
न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा। येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नः राज्यं भोगाः सुखानि च त इमेव स्थिता युद्धे प्राणां त्यक्त्वा धनानि च। आचार्याः पितरः पुत्राः तथैव च पितामहाः मातुलाश्वशुराः पौत्राः शालाः सम्बन्धिनस्तथा। एतान्न हन्तुमिच्छामि घ्नतोऽपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य हेतोः किं नु मही कृते।
Any question? No questions. ठीक है.
Actually, sir, this losing clarity because of becoming personal, getting personal and emotional.
Yeah, what
So,
about?
that so you then later on you said first is not emotional, first you get personal.
Yeah, so the moment you take any situation in a personal angle, then things start. So the moment you take it perspectively, the perspective is मेरा क्या, मुझे क्यों, हाँ? My people, why my family. If you take the moment that personal angle comes now, then all this happens. See, if I told you, I gave you example last time, a bus, children in a bus meet with an accident that happens in Jammu and Kashmir, let's say, it's different feeling than if it happens in Kaf Parade.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same activity, same thing happened, right? But अरे मुंबई में हुआ, कफ परेड में हुआ, is different from अच्छा जम्मू में कहीं हुआ है. So that is the difference. The moment it is becomes personal now, things change.
Then you get emotional, means all these emotions, whatever we have, whether it is here, though it is his fear, he gets scared to fight. But whatever we have emotions like either anger, even anger is an emotion, or getting uh, happy or sad, all these are emotions, no?
Yes.
So how they come because of becoming personal?
Because मुझे हो रहा है ना, मेरे लोगों को हो रहा है ना, किसी और को हो रहा है तो how much is that affects you? How much does it affect you? मुझे हो रहा है इसलिए प्रॉब्लम है. See, when the 2001 Twin Towers fell, many people, many students in the ashram came to Swamiji and they said, you know what, we are all afraid what to do, what to do, what to do. And Swami said, what are you afraid of? Like, the moment when something happened there is problematic, but if it happens to me, much more problematic, right? So he constantly says that if it is your equation comes in now, that's when the whole thing makes meaning to you, importance to you. Only when it's your equation. We all say global warming, global warming. सब लोग ग्लोबल वार्मिंग के लिए बहुत परेशान होते हैं. ग्लोबल वार्मिंग अच्छा ठीक है. अंटार्कटिका में हो रहा है ग्लोबल वार्मिंग, आर्टिक और अंटार्कटिक में. आर यू वरीड? नहीं. We are worried, but are you really worried? Does it affect you in your daily life? It doesn't affect you, global warming. अच्छा, चाइना बहुत पोल्यूट कर रहा है. Does it affect you? थोड़ा बहुत मोर, है ना? क्योंकि चाइना पोल्यूट करेगा तो डायरेक्ट इंडिया में असर आएगा. मे बी हिमालयास है पर फिर भी नहीं. दिल्ली में बहुत पोल्यूशन है. अरे यार ये तो बहुत ही परेशानी का बात है. दिल्ली में बहुत पोल्यूशन है. there is a plateau there. Delhi is under. There's a mountains there, so pollution is stuck. बहुत पोल्यूशन है दिल्ली में. हाँ. बॉम्बे में बहुत पोल्यूशन है. अरे मेरे काफरेट में बहुत पोल्यूशन है. मेरे घर के सामने कंस्ट्रक्शन हो रहा है. See, the moment it comes closer to you, it start affecting you more. So my guru says, Swamiji says, You may say you are worried about global warming. At the end of the day, you're worried about yourself. Will I live or not? When you say global warming, it is global warming is affecting me. That's why you're worried. और मैं तो अभी 80 years हूं, मेरे बच्चों का क्या? नो नो पोल्यूशन कम करना पड़ेगा, वी हैव टू स्ट्राइक वेरी हार्ड. आई एम नॉट सेइंग डोंट डू इट और व्हाटएवर इट इज. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But my kids, how will they survive? My grandkids, my great grandkids.
Mm.
So the moment you remove your equation, mind becomes clear. Clear means clear. Mind in the sense your intellect is so sharp and it sees with clarity. It understands. You see, the moment you bring yourself in, you go into a party, you bring yourself in, all the eyes are on you. Because when you were doing some makeup, something you were not satisfied with. And when you go into the party, all eyes are on you. Why? Because you think that. Nobody really cares. Everybody thinks all eyes are on themselves.
Mm.
So it's all about me. The entire life is all about me. Which is what Bhagavad Gita says, drop this eye. Forget about yourself. Then clarity comes. Then the moment you say, Arey, no, when you actually understand human psychology and you go inside the party and you say, Arey, nobody's worried about anybody, everybody's worried about themselves. Look at the clarity you get. Worry is gone. You see clearly how the world functions. You have no inhibitions. You have to get on the stage. What will people think about me? About me is the fear. When you say, I don't care what people think about me, I need to send this message. मेरा काम हो जाएगा बस. मुझे बोलना है, निकल जाना है. Whether they take it or not, I don't care. मेरे को तो बोलना है, सबको तो मालूम पड़ना चाहिए कि अच्छा veganism करना है. Let's say you have to be vegan. You can't be, you not can't be. It is not good to kill animals when they don't want, when they did not tell you them to kill, They've not given you consent to kill. I want to put this out. Whatever people may think. So such videos I sent now, I sent it to people who don't like me also. I mean, don't like this concept, not don't like me. Don't like the concept of vegetarian. But I sent it because I need to send it. Now, what will they change or not? None of my concern. So you don't care. When you don't care, you have clarity.
Yeah.
So this whole war, the mool, the the main culprit of this war is who? Can't hear you.
I
Not I तो सबका ही है. Who is the person? Name का name क्या?
Your mind.
Mind, obviously everybody's mind. Who is the character का नाम क्या है?
Dhritarashtra.
Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra is the main culprit. He is the greedy one. He is the greedy mind. Because he was born blind for whatever his mother did, he was born blind. Now, but he was eldest. So he has that resentment in me, in himself. I am blind, hence they did not give it to me. But at least you should come to my son. So he never discouraged his sons from uh, entertaining the thought that they should be the future kings. Because in him, I did not, my son should. That's the whole plan. That's the whole plan. He is the blind king, blind in attachment to his kids. So he is the culprit, right? Hence, if you go to verse, if you go to verse 20, Mm. What is that? Verse 24.
Vivek, I have one more question here.
Yes.
It's different to this.
Yeah.
Is there a reason that Lord Krishna is called Keshava here? Somebody who has luxurious hair? Is
Yes.
there some significance or meaning? Because typically there is. मुझे यहाँ समझ नहीं आया कि suddenly बाल कहाँ से आ गए?
This is verse
31.
right. Uh, One second, let me just find that thing. I think verse 24 or something. Anyway, I see adverse omens, O Keshava. I do not foresee any good in killing one's own kinsman. Now, when I was reading this, I thought you will ask this question. Believe it or not. So,
Oh, you knew I would ask it.
yes, yes. Hence, I did a little bit more research and found out. Obviously, I've told this before as well. Keshava is killer of Kesi, a demon. So, luxurious hair, obviously, there are two meanings to it. Here, luxurious hair didn't make sense to me. When I read the commentary also, it didn't make sense.
Correct.
Then I researched. Then I thought you will ask this question. So, and I see adverse omens, O killer of Kesi. I do not foresee any good in killing one's own kinsman. Why are you asking me to kill? You're the killer of Kesi. Kesi is the demon. These are my kinsmen. Oh, Krishna, why are you asking me to kill them? See, one's own kinsman. Kesi is a demon. So, oh,
So
killer,
here again it becomes personal, no? What she was asking.
it is personal. But the word Kesava was used because of this particular reason. You are a killer of demons. These are my kinsmen.
And
Why are you telling me to kill them? That's why the word. I thought about that as well. Killer of a Keshava doesn't make sense here. Doesn't fit in. See, I've heard somebody said that a guru said, um, not one word is in Bhagavad Gita which doesn't make sense.
That's why I asked,
Yeah, he
because
said,
you
I
mentioned this.
mean, I cannot say that with confidence because उतना depth मुझे नहीं है Bhagavad Gita में. But he says with confidence, he says, एक भी शब्द ऐसे यूज नहीं किया इसका मीनिंग नहीं है. ऐसे रहता ही नहीं शब्द उसके अंदर. नहीं तो रहेगा ही नहीं. So that's what he was saying. So it's in one of the verses what I was talking about. Um, so Arjuna says, Arjuna also used the word this evil son of Dhritarashtra, Dhritarashtra's evil son. You remember?
yeah,
One of the verses.
yeah,
So he understands that the evilness in Duryodhana has come from evilness of Dhritarashtra. Duryodhana is just a pawn. The main intent was from Dhritarashtra. I did not explain this last time. That's why I wanted to get back to it. And also, you must understand the situation Arjuna is in. Usually, war is between enemies. Here, war is within the family. Now, uh, his situation, his predicament, we cannot even feel. It is very, very difficult. It's a challenge that you and I will never face in our lives. So for him, this is a very tough challenge and he loses it. For us, challenges are at a different level and yet we lose it. We lose it there also. Right? Why? Because you saw the moment he personalized. And Krishna says, see, he says to Krishna, Bhagavan, मेरे को in between the armies you take me, take my chariot. What is the role of a Sarathi? He will take the chariot. He doesn't need to speak, right? Chariot doesn't speak. He just needs to take the chariot. First of all, you're in the war is starting. You don't go in the middle of it and you start assessing people. That's not a problem. That's not the thing you do. But then anyway, he goes. And then immediately Krishna says, look at these Kurus, You don't have to say that. I know. I told you to take me in between. I want to see. Look at this. Bang in front of these two, he'll take them and then say, look at this Kuru. Krishna knows what's going to happen. And then the whole issue is the mind is affected, body gets affected. It's a direct correlation. There are so many psychosomatic diseases that you and I talk about, right? Like headaches or insomnia or muscle spasms you get or digestive problems you have or uh, hypertension, even irritable bowel syndrome. All these things happen because of stress in the mind. Stress in the mind directly affects your immune system. The moment it affects your immune system, cancer, this, everything will come. So everything is related with the mind. Mind affects the body. Intellect affects the mind. So there is a hierarchy. Mind is stronger than the body. Intellect is stronger than the mind. Body, mind, intellect. Right? Okay, so in verse 28, 29, Arjuna says, seeing this, Krishna, oh my own kinsman, arrayed, desirous to fight, my limbs fall and my mouth is parched, my body trembles and my hair stands on end. So this is the exact effect of the body, mind over body. And then verse 30 says, my Gandiva slips from hand and my skin burns all over. My mind whirls as it were, not able to stand. So anybody can philosophize to others, but the moment you take things personally, you're just stuck, cannot do much. If somebody, why is my son not talking to me? Or why is my wife like this? Or why is my sister like this? Uh, uh, what did I do to them? Why are they so mean? Why are they so indifferent? To me, the whole issue is they are what they are. But why to me is the issue. Your problems in life is why me? They may say something and go, but because your concentration is on yourself, you think that they are talking about you and they have this opinion about you. May not be at all. They have just said something and they are thinking about something else in their life. But you would personalize it and then say, Arey, yaar, this is what she's thinking of me. Even though I've done so much, Arey, it's nothing about you. I tell you this, we are also spiritually growing, right? This has happened so many times with me that I think what they're thinking, and I have so many complicated emotions going on. And somehow, somewhere, I said, when I talk to them, they didn't even think about me. So all the emotions that I went through, all silliest emotions, all the tensions, hypertension, all the things was just useless, I tell you. It was a waste of time. Why did I do that to myself? So we imagine what people are thinking because we personalize. मेरे बारे में क्या सोच रहा है बंदा? Nobody cares about you. And if they think something about you, they will not change that view. Unless you do something extraordinary. Are you able to do something extraordinary? Why do you have to do something extraordinary? Not necessary. You are what you are. And if they have some view about you, it will not change. So what can you do? Just be yourself. Be a nice human being. And forget about others. What they think about you. Don't forget about them, help them, but it doesn't matter what they think about you. Now, here he says, I see adverse omens. O killer of Casey, I do not foresee any good in killing my own kinsman. So when you leave your logic in your cupboard, in your table drawer, your functionality, your mind becomes warped. So you take your intellect, keep it in the cupboard and close the cupboard and get out of the house. This is what happens. What you see, bhoot, pret, superstitions. Huh? What is the biggest of all these omens? That the madness that human beings are afflicted with. Because everybody is put their intellect aside and they function in life. What is the biggest madness that human beings are afflicted with? The one biggest madness.
Ignorance.
Everything springs from ignorance. That's like the answer.
What will happen to me?
वो तो हो गया ना. What is the biggest superstition that people have? Biggest delusion that people have in their life that affects the entire world.
What will people think about me?
Death. I mean, I don't know.
Death is how is superstition. How is death superstition? Death is a fact. Religion, man. Religion. I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, I'm a Hindu, I'm a Buddhist. This is the biggest madness people have. It's the ultimate madness, ultimate delusion, ultimate superstition. You are born, somebody told you you are this, you're female, you're this, you're this. Now live with it. Live in that box. Go. जा जी ले क्या बोलते हैं कुछ 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 होता है कुछ होता है कभी कुछ
No, DDLJ. Oh
DDL
God. Such a fake. Your
हाँ
references.
DDLJ में जा जी ले अपनी जिंदगी like that, you know. He'll tell you go live your life. All our parents and everybody, our society has told us go live your life, but what in that box. And did we ever question that box? No, I hope. Can you question that box? That's blasphemous. Oh, you can question, you can't question. Black cat crosses. वो वो नींबू लगाते हैं कार के नीचे. Nimbu and something. See, I don't know whatever it is. But see, dude, when you are not supposed to step on it. Poor Nimbu, what did it do? It's just a Nimbu and Mirchi. You know, these are the omens that we believe in.
There's one more thing, Vivek. Here, while this, you said that Rashtra is the culprit and it's actually families fighting families.
Mm.
Isn't
Yeah.
that present in almost every family in India? For the same thing. People fight for land and property. Brothers fight. I know 8 out of 10 families, chacha's kids don't talk to each other.
Yes.
So it's almost like, I don't know if this is a precedent for us or it's something we look up to. I'm asking. But it seems to be completely prevalent, at least in the land of the Mahabharata. I
Yeah.
can't say the word.
Correct. Na? So Mahabharata is a very good reflection of the current society in any time. Not just now. You go 200 years back, Mahabharata applies. 1,000 years back, Mahabharata applies. Everywhere it applies. So this is exact reflection of human society. Here it's a little exaggerated because you don't kill your own kith and kin, right? Usually that it may happen also, but it usually doesn't happen. But this is the madness.
So what is the solution?
Question everything. Question everything. See, Friday is an auspicious day, or Saturdays is a Shabbat, or Monday is Ekadashi. See, I'm not saying don't do all these things, but you should do it with freedom. It should not oppress you to do it. You understand what I'm saying? अगर नहीं किया तो क्या होगा? That's the problem. नहीं नहीं नहीं. According to my religion, one of the days is for Hanuman. I'll go on Hanuman days only. Why should I question those things? But if I don't go, what will happen? That is the problem. I will see whenever I go past a temple, I do namaskar. But if I don't do it, I don't curse myself. अरे नहीं किया क्या होगा आज का दिन? You have to willingly do certain things because you understand why you're doing it. You do namaskar every time so that your ego comes down. One of the things is, and again, you remember that God. अच्छा God है ना? नमस्कार करो यार. What's the big deal? Or what will everybody think? Let them think what they can. I don't care. I don't have that ego that I need to keep up. Just do namaskar. But क्या होता है? I've seen many people. कार जब start करते हैं ना, when before I knew driving, I was wondering why they're doing this. So first एक gear आगे लेके जाते हैं, फिर reverse लेते हैं. Have you ever seen anybody like that?
Driver's license.
Your driver does. I've seen my uncles and all of them do it. First थोड़ा आगे जाते हैं, वहां प्लेस भी नहीं है, फिर भी थोड़ा आगे जाएंगे, फिर पीछे आएंगे. क्यों नहीं? लाइफ में आगे बढ़ना है. अरे क्या क्या है? This is called omen. When you leave your intellect in the cupboard, this is what happens.
There are too many such omens.
So everything is based on cause and effect. Now you see what happens with Arjuna. Verse 32. 32.
नकाङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा येषामर्थ नकाङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा.
This is Vishadam. Oh, in his sorrow, what is he saying? So I desire not victory. So nor kingdom. So victory से kingdom आता है, nor pleasures. Kingdom से pleasures आता है. So there's a good connection there. Victory, kingdom, pleasure. I desire not all these three. Of what avail is kingdom to us? Oh Govinda, look at him. It is funny, but it's sad. Of what avail are enjoyments of life? See, of what avail is kingdom to us, he's saying, to Krishna. To me, he should say, na, Are Krishna is not, आप कृष्णा को बोध कर रहे हैं. Of what avail is kingdom to us, Krishna? Krishna is very clear why he is fighting. This guy, Arjuna, the greatest guy, greatest warrior, not clear. Here, he has lost the whole plot. Now, I do not say that he's a bad person. He's a very good person. Just because you want money or kingdom or power doesn't make you bad. When you want those things at the expense of others, that makes you bad. So good or bad is always in a context. In a context of the society. The society should function. That means in that context of society, it's good or bad. If you're alone in the jungle trying to survive for yourself, nobody is going to say you're good or bad. You're not hurting anybody, anything, right? But in a that's there's no action good or bad. Here it is, right? But in this case, exactly, in Arjuna's case, he is neither good nor bad for wanting to have pleasures. Don't misunderstand this whole thing. I desire not victory, Krishna, or kingdom, nor pleasures. Why am I saying he is not good or bad for wanting to have pleasures, where he is clearly saying he does not want? Why? Question. You understood the question? Why am I saying that he is neither good or bad? Neither good or bad is not the important one, but he's neither good or bad for wanting pleasures. I'm saying Arjuna wants pleasures. But here it is clearly he is saying, I desire not victory, nor kingdom, nor pleasure. Why? Why am I saying that? That he wants pleasure.
Maybe because, no, you go ahead.
He's thinking of pleasure, no? So means it is there in him, no?
It is correct. Or else, why would he say these kind of things? Victory, kingdom, pleasure, he wants them. So he has to justify to himself, I don't want them. And he's including Krishna also because there's more justification. We don't want this, na, Krishna. You will include others also, na? अरे हम लोग ये नहीं करते. See, you don't want to do it. बंजी जंपिंग आपको नहीं करना. अरे हम लोग नहीं करते यार, क्यों प्रॉब्लमेटिक है. So you include others, especially if you include the most righteous person, you feel very consolidated. Like ठीक है, हाँ, मैं सही बोला. That is what
But
is
safety in numbers.
safety in
You
number
feel
and safety in
more
a righteous person like Krishna, the most righteous person. कृष्णा हमको नहीं चाहिए, हाँ, किंगडम ये सब, हमको प्लेजर्स नहीं चाहिए. अरे मैंने कब बोला? कृष्णा इज लाइक, मैंने कब बोला मुझे प्लेजर्स चाहिए? आई मीन इमेजिन इफ कृष्णा स्पीक, ही विल नॉट से दैट, बट लुक एट हिम, he wants kingdom. There's nothing wrong in wanting kingdom, nothing wrong in wanting pleasures or victory. See, that's why I said he's not good or bad. It's a natural thing to want certain things. But he betrays his inner emotions. He speaks something that is very inside in him, in his almost subconscious. Why? Because he never had the clarity. He is not a bad person, I'm saying. He is not Buddhu. You know what he is. Dhananjaya is his name. He has no clarity to begin with. When he's before starting the war, he never had the clarity. It's the war for dharma and adharma, which Krishna is very clear. Yudhishthira may be clear. Arjuna is not. Arjuna is still thinking innermost. See, he's a Kshatriya, right? To have Kurukshetra is to be the king of India, man. It's a place that you and I cannot even imagine. It's like becoming a multi-billionaire, right? It comes with so many things. And obviously, as a Kshatriya, he likes that. But he, before the war, he never clarified to himself, this is a dharmic war. It's not his fault. It's very natural. But here you know that he did not clarify himself. Hence, the whole Bhagavad Gita. To make that clarification. Bhai, this is a war of dharma. It's not a war of pleasures and happiness. Or else he will never say, I desire kingdom, okay. I do not desire kingdom. He will never say that. It's there inside and it comes out. So, when a person is emotional, never interrupt. Krishna never interrupts him. The moment he says one statement, you give another statement, countering it. Or you try to, tell them, Arey, nahi, nahi, aise nahi karna, aisa karna. Won't. Let them exhaust. That's what you need to learn from here also, na? One of the lessons. Krishna doesn't say anything. Arjuna speaks, fully exhausted. Then he stops and then says, "Kya karna hai?" Every little thing Arjuna says, Krishna doesn't reply. That's not how a wise person behaves. He listens first. He understands kya ho raha hai. So many things they say, they do not mean to say, but they say. Now, just by looking at what he is saying, I desire not victory, you would think, अच्छा इसको victory भी नहीं चाहिए बेचारा ना. अगर analyze नहीं किया, तो you will go by his words. I don't want victory. I don't want kingdom. अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. You just read it and go ना next verse. But when you understand, then you understand कि अरे इसको actually चाहिए बेचारा. तो मुझे क्या clarify करना है as Krishna? I need to clarify his intention to action. His, what do you call that, reasoning for action. I need to clarify that. I don't need to make him do certain things. I don't need to make him fight the war. I don't need to quell his emotions. I just need to make sure that his reasoning is right for the war. His reasoning is warped here.
You mean it boils down to the same thing that Swamiji says. It's why you do it, uh, and not what you do. Is that what you mean?
So, see, as a, let's say you are trying to help your friend. Krishna is trying to help Arjuna here. So, you must understand actual problem kya hai. They will say 100 things. But what is behind those 100 things is the question. So what is the mool? What is the main reason for his inability to act or his inability to cope with certain situation? It's not the situation. It's not the war. It's his lack of clarity of the war. That, see, it is not easy to analyze people like that. You need to analyze yourself to analyze others. You need to understand by studying the scriptures, you need to understand how you behave in front of others. You say certain things, but you don't mean it. You never recognize that. Then you see people are saying certain things, but they don't mean that things. They're not saying it because they want to, they want to like manipulate you. They just say it because that's the emotion that's asking them to say certain things. But what's behind the emotion is the question. Where is that emotion coming from? क्यों ऐसे एक बंदा all the time he is drinking? You say, क्या है बंदा? Do something with your life. Why are you drinking? What a lazy fellow, lazy bugger, you know. I don't want to associate with him. You don't understand. क्यों पी रहा है वो? पी रहा है is not the problem. क्यों पी रहा है? Why is a person smoking? Why? Hey, smoking is bad for you. You try to address the smoking problem by saying smoking is bad for your health. Your cancer आएगा, you know, you will have to spend money. All your money will be gone. Doesn't he know that? He knows that more than you. So you don't give him gnan for which he already knows certain things. You know, your parents are not happy, your wife is not happy, your kids are not happy. He knows that. Still, he has to drink. So why is he drinking? What is the smoke? What is the reason for that? There is something which is amiss in his personality. To compensate that, he is smoking. What is that? So here it is very confusing. Arjuna is right, clearly saying, I do not desire victory, but you must understand, he wants victory. What avail are the enjoyments of life? Or he says, Jivitena, he says, right? Life only is saying. What is the use of life? He's saying, why live? This is clear. Nobody will say, why live? Just before that, he also blew his conch to fight. Abhi, why live? He's saying, come on, that means you must understand this, what is happening here. So many things.
So one should attack the reason behind it and not that person, right?
Not the symptoms.
Yeah, but the reason behind it.
हाँ, कहाँ से आ रहा है, क्यों कर रहा है ऐसे?
Yeah.
See, any addiction is not because of the substance that is addictive. Addiction is because of something that is amiss, and you use the substance to fill that miss. This is human beings. This is the human mind. So Krishna understands clearly what is Arjuna's problem. He is Krishna Baba. He understands. Verse 33.
येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नः राज्यं भोगात् सुखानि च त इमेव स्थिता युद्धे प्राणां त्यक्त्वा धनानि च येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नः राज्यं भोगात् सुखानि च त इमेव स्थिता युद्धे प्राणां त्यक्त्वा धनानि च.
See, in verse 9, Duryodhana says, Madharte tyaktva jivitaha, he says, verse 9. Madharte tyaktva jivitaha. All these people are giving life for me, he says. है ना? You remember? Verse 9 में he says, Madharte tyaktva jivitaha.
He had personalized it completely for him.
और उसके लिए कोई जान देगा भी नहीं. इधर देखो अर्जुना. Look at Arjuna. He is such a nice guy. Those for whose sake we desire kingdom, enjoyments and pleasures, they stand here in battle having renounced their lives and desires, riches. अगर जिनके लिए हम लोग लड़ रहे हैं, see, उतना तो है इस अर्जुना में. He is a very righteous person. He is not like Duryodhana. So he's saying, for these people I'm fighting and they die. What is the point? See, once dead, what's the point of your riches? I don't understand. Sometimes I see these business people now. They are in their 70s and all, right? 60s, 70s, 80s. So much interested in stock market का क्या हो रहा है, पैसे कितने आ रहे हैं, यहाँ एक कंपनी खरीदते हैं, वहाँ ये सेल करते हैं. It baffles me. Dude, in 20 years you're gonna die. What are you doing this for? You won't be there to enjoy anything. How much do you want in life? Guru says, na, when is enough enough? कितना चाहिए लाइफ में? So this is very simple. He's saying those who have desire kingdom enjoyments, these people have renounced their lives and riches. Renounce their lives. And this, Arjuna also sure that they're all gonna die. Obviously, people will die in war. Next verse, there's nothing much in next verse.
आचार्याः पितरः पुत्राः तथैव च पितामहः मातुलाः श्वशुराः पौत्राः शालाः सम्बन्धिनस्तथा आचार्याः पितरः पुत्राः तथैव च पितामहाः मातुलाः श्वशुराः पौत्राः शालाः सम्बन्धिनस्तथा.
Teachers, fathers, Fathers means like chote nana, I mean chote, I know in Telugu we say chinnanna, pednanna. Chinna means chinna daddy, pednanna. चाचा चाची को हम लोग ऐसे बोलते हैं. Teachers, fathers, sons. So sons means sons of his other cousins, all sons. Also many grandfathers are there, maternal uncles, fathers-in-laws. They have multiple marriages also, no? So father-in-laws are there. And his brother's father-in-laws are also there. Grandsons are there. Grandson, कौन है? Grandsons. होंगे कोई. Brothers-in-law and kingsmen. Just extension, that's it, nothing much in that. First 35. First 35.
एतान्नहन्तुमिच्छामि घ्रतोऽपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य हेतोः किं नु मही कृते एतान्नहन्तुमिच्छामि घ्रतोऽपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य हेतोः किं नु मही कृते.
These I do not wish to kill, though killed by them, O Madhusudana, even for the sovereignty of 3 worlds, how then for the earth. So this is called Smashana Vairagyam. Smashana Vairagyam. When somebody dies in the family, very close to you, then you get this Vairagyam. What is in life? Big deal. One day we all will die.
Oh, there's a term for it.
It's called Smashan Vairagyam. So Vairagyam, which is temporary because of Smashanam. So you go to Smashan, you do ahuti and whatnot you do when you burn the body, then you feel that. Vairagyam you get. Life mein kya hai yaar, hai na? All the uncles will sit and talk, Life mein kya hai? We all have to come to the same place. And then after 5 hours, कौन सा मूवी जाना है ये करना है वो करना है वैसे रहता है. They have all their plans. Shopping आज Sunday है ना, shopping जाना है. Smashan Vairag is very temporary. Some people it is a little bit more, but it goes. So in that Smashan Vairagya, he says, I do not wish to kill, though killed by them. I'm ready to die, he's saying. See, I mean, we can. Sad state he is in. Oh, Madhusudana. Clear with that. Madhu. Evil. Demon. Even for the sovereignty, I don't want the 3 worlds. Sovereignty of heaven, earth, and hell. Not even earth. I don't want anything. So yeah, we will continue this next time.
I have one more question since you
Yes.
had mentioned
Yes.
that KC. So, what's the reason of mentioning different demons every time? I
Because
mean, there must
Krishna
be
is
some.
famous. Krishna is absolutely famous. He is a legend, a living legend. When he was a child, Kamsa sent demons to kill him. A kid, a baby. So everybody knows Krishna is like, and Duryodhana was so happy that Krishna did not fight. Because if Krishna fights, khatam,
Oh, I
everybody is
understand.
gone.
Okay. Those are his claims to fame. Those are Krishna's claims to fame. So that's
Right?
why.
It's like he's so famous for that. He's like a legend, legend only when people die after like centuries, people become legend. He's a living legend. The stories of him, Arjuna and all of these people have heard when they were kids. By the way, these people are in their 50s and 60s, when they're fighting. Krishna is almost 70 years when this war is going on. Arjuna is around 60.
मेरे को सीरियल में तो आई थिंक ऐसा नहीं दिखाते.
That's what, please
They're
don't.
very jawan and all in the
I
same.
told you about the serials. The serials do not go by the
The-
sea. They're all
Thankfully, whenever I try to watch it, I couldn't understand anything because they
Do
speak
not.
in Sanskrit.
Do not watch those serials. They're all really bad. They've added their own nonsense in that. Read the book.
I
Gita.
tried a few times, I couldn't understand.
Try Gita Press. Read the book. So yeah, back in those days, they used to live 125 years. Hell and
They
high.
have to be older because they have sons and sons-in-laws also in the.
Arjuna's son is Abhimanyu is fighting. All the Draupadi's 5 kids are fighting. So yeah, they must be in their 20s, those kids. Abhimanyu already has a son on the way. So yeah. Any further questions?
On 4th also is the class at 7 a.m.
7 nahi na, hum log. Asha ji will come at around 9:30. We'll have 9:30 class or 9 o'clock.
No, whatever you say.
What we used to have 9:30 only we used to have.
I think 9:30. 9:30.
हाँ ठीक है 9:30
I'll come from Jayeshwar.
On 4th. On 4th.
on 4th हाँ
Okay.
welcome ठीक है ओम पूर्णमदं पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. We'll meet next time. Hari Om.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Huh?